Hey guys, Beachbody here. Just making another quick update here. Seem to be on a roll here making videos, but I just completed day 86, which is core synergistics. I'm in week 13. It is the last 4 days now that I have left to complete for my P90X journey. I wanted to kind of reflect real quick on my whole journey so far and really talk about, right now I feel really good. And back when I started in December, I didn't feel nearly as good as I feel now. I wasn't nearly in the shape that I'm in now. And my journey through P90X was kind of up and down. I did my workouts. I'm not saying I didn't, with that, but I'm saying with my weights, my diet, getting everything kind of organized and set up was kind of, up and down. And the results that I got just from sticking to it and doing the workouts, even though, I didn't have as much weight as I needed, and, my diet was kind of up and down. I had, if you read my blog, I had, my first month I started out, basically my food was I was kind of switching out of my old diet into my new diet. And my old diet consisted of whatever, I ate everything and anything, and my new diet is my healthy diet. So, I stuck to my workouts, and, the first phase, I had kind of a crappy diet, I'm going to just say it straight up. And then my second phase, I started adding protein, and really started supplementing and adding some stuff. I have used several different supplements from Beachbody, and I'm going to be giving you a review. I promised you this a while ago, but I wanted some time to kind of use them and feel the results, and actually be able to give you some solid review and whatever. So I'm going to be doing that very soon here. I might even do that today, make another video for you real quick, just tell you what I used, how I felt using it, and how I feel using it, and what I think about it. So I'm going to talk about that, but what I think is really funny, and I was thinking about this last night after I made my yoga video, is you get kind of comfortable where you're at, which is why you really should take your before pictures and leave yourself notes and things as you progress and make videos or do a blog or just write in a journal, because then you can look back and really see where you are. Right now I have my days where I get a lack of motivation, but I look back at where I was when I started. When I first started P90X, it used to be a huge accomplishment for me to, in one day, complete a full workout and also the Beachbody video. That was such a huge accomplishment to me. It was like, the whole new world that I could actually do that. Now it's nothing. Now it's just part of my routine. I just do it and it's easy. When I first started, my blog entries, my first week, I was so sore. I was walking around like an old man that, got run over by a friggin' 18-wheeler. And, it happens. And, that's why your first week and your first 2 weeks are tough, but you get better and better, and it gets easier and easier. But when I first started out, my first, where I would be doing, finding it insane to complete those 2 workouts, Beachbody in a full set. I used to do the full set and then do Beachbody usually later that day. Beachbody is a whole separate workout. I couldn't do them back to back because I just couldn't do it. Beachbody, I told this to one of my actual coaches, Barbie Figueroa, the other day. We were kind of talking. I described my experience with Beachbody when I first started it. She's actually going through Power 90 right now. I'm going to be switching over to P90X afterwards, and I'm coaching her through her fitness and nutrition with Beachbody. But I best described it I basically felt like a dying fish that had been ripped out of the water and thrown on the deck of a boat and flopping around. That's what I felt like when I did Beachbody. My first several times there. I used to struggle. I couldn't do the sit-ups, the wide leg sit-ups. I used to have to kind of wiggle my way up and kind of pull myself up. Doing the Mason twist at the end, I couldn't complete 10. I'd get through about 10 of them and my feet would be lower to the ground, and then I'd get to about 30 and I'm just done, fall on the floor. Now I do, now I try to force myself to get through the 50. I usually keep going to about 52. I'll just keep myself going. And usually I'll kind of fail after it's the very end of the workout. And also I used to spread those out, but now I do Beachbody directly after any of my resistance sets. So I finish legs and back, shoulders, arms, whatever, and I go directly into Beachbody as you should. But when you're starting out, it might be easier, and it is easier. It's what I did to spread them out and just kind of get yourself used to these workouts and slowly bring them together. Into my second phase, I actually switched over and I was doing Beachbody to start. I would do kind of a warm up, do ab for X, and then go into my other workouts. I also give you some tips where I started, I did it without shoes for a while until my third phase, and I started throwing my shoes on during ab for X to add a little extra weight to your legs and, add some extra challenge and stuff. So I wanted to reflect real quick and just talk to you guys real quick that, looking back, I've come a long ways in 86 days. And it's just this is the end of what I consider the beginning, because I'm going to be doing this for a long time. Especially I'm coaching, so it's my business. It's what I do. I'm here to coach other people and tell them that from where I was and where they are starting out, you can get to where I am now. And I don't look at these people that have been doing it forever, or four rounds in the P90X and other programs in Beachbody. It's insane, and the results are insane. I expect in my second round to just get jacked. I wanted to actually pose a question here real quick to anybody that's watching this video that's been doing P90X for a while, and not necessarily just P90X. Anybody, okay, I'm going to be getting the Select Tech 552s. So I can kind of have my combined weights. I've read reviews that are mixed, mainly that they're made of plastic. It's the only thing that worries me. They're made of plastic on the inner mechanics, and they are capable of breaking. I don't want them to break. I'm going to be making an investment here. So I'm slightly worried about that. I'm still going with it. I got a great deal. I'm going to be able to get a set for $300 that are practically brand new. So that's awesome. But if any, I want to, hear some reviews. If anybody's really had some problems, my biggest concern is lifting these weights over my head and having a plate slip out and knock me in the head. I don't want that. So that's the only thing that worries me. And obviously them just kind of breaking over time. I don't drop my weights, so I'm not really too worried about that. I make sure to pick the right weight for the workout and not have to throw them on the floor. Never drop the weight. So I just wanted to ask that if you use them, or if you do use them, a review, leave some comments for me. Let me know what you think about them. That would be awesome. Most likely going to get them anyways, but I just want to hear from some people. From the reviews, mostly good. I've just read a couple of bad things about mechanics and durability over time. But that's that. So starting Chalene on March 17th, that's going to be my next round through Beachbody programs. I've heard some good things about that. I've heard it's slightly different than P90X. Intensity-wise, more or less the same, just spread out differently. So get involved with us March 17th. I've got some groups. I've already got some people on board. This is awesome. And so far things are going great. Day 86 and 4 more days to go here.